So what we'll be using is a DVS digital vinyl system. Scratching, DJing, everything started on actual vinyl. And then through technology, now we're using Serato Scratch, which is a DVS, a digital vinyl system, which instead of having grooves and every little groove is a different sound, this is all time code. So I can pick up my needle and put it anywhere, and it's basically skipless. Some important things to go over with the DVS is you want to make sure that your key lock is off. So if we come over to Serato, and this little button right here is to keep the key on. So having that turned on is going to keep the tone or the key exactly the same, no matter how fast or how much you scratch on it. But we want that when we're scratching. You want to hear the changes in the tone or the key or the note by how fast we push or how slow we push. So we keep that off when we're scratching. Another key point to go over is to make sure that you come into the settings and make sure that your latency is all the way to the left. So we're at 1 for the USB buffer size or latency, as we don't want any latency when we're scratching, which makes it as close to regular vinyl as possible. The more latency we have, the more of a delay there is when you move the record, which obviously would screw up your scratching. And then another thing that we're going to be doing is using a loop. And the beauty of the DVS is we have loops built right into, and this is for our left side, which is going to be our break side. So when I have this break playing, I have a 32 bar loop. So this plays forever, basically. And we never have to worry about it running out of time, and we can jam for as long as we want, especially when you're practicing, keeping the loop going. You could literally scratch for hours and it never runs out. Over here I have a 32 bar loop set, and this we will keep the key lock on, but it's just a drum break, so it really doesn't make much of a difference. But just so you can hear what happens if the key lock is off, when I speed it up, the pitch goes up. When I have the key lock on, I can speed it up and the pitch stays the same. Also, you probably can't hear it over there, but listening to this record, I can hear the time code. So you can hear this constant beep, and that's how the signal sends from the record through the needle into the Serato box and into the computer, and that's how they communicate with each other. Is there's a tone that changes when you're speeding up and slowing down the record. So that's how a DVS system communicates from the turntable to the computer. So that was the breakdown of the DVS, digital vinyl system. Next, we're going to talk about the foundation of all scratching, which is the baby scratch.